Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, the second of our 2 divisional games on this Saturday. It's the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Mike. Both these teams we saw just a week ago play really well in their wild card matchups. So now they find themselves one game away from the conference championship. And it really comes down to, at this stage of the game, Mike, it's not who's practicing the best. Those reps have been really cut. It's about getting your legs back and understanding who are we as a team, who is our opponent as a team, and who is going to play the best. Well, in a couple minutes, this thing's going to be kicked off, and we're going to find out.
So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of, playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity.
Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down. A play fake. Now Williams. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Go. They'll look to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. On second down, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
First down there.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's to Odunze again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing again, Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. On 3rd down, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Bears' 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. They'll go play action here with Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Swift gets it from the pistol. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, faking the give. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Tyke Smith there on the stop. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. To throw, it's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Let's go. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Second down and 8. Ready? Go! They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. On the toss, they'll run. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire... They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Cowboys. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that It starts with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That complete to Swift. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's a designed run. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. 3rd and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL. And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week, and we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Let's go. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call mic declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the mic was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. He's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. This caught right side by Worthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. Has an opening. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. The Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They will run it over center with Swift. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. It is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's caught left side by Odunze. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll run. This is their fullback getting the carry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. And he will go all the way. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Dallas first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away. So second down, and they'll run it. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. They'll look to throw. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Dallas. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Catch made there by Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with their fullback. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now a timeout called by the defense. A play fake. Now Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Bears send out their punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. We'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Third down coming up. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Big opening up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone. 91 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to Ross. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
No real surprise here, Mike. I think with the way their defense is playing, they decide to just play it safe, short run, get the ball a little bit closer for their kicker here on 4th down, and just make sure they end this drive with points.
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got this on target to Addison. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 6 yards.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now a give on the ground. Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
A return coming from the 14. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a run going left. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up.